Before you move to Palm Beach County, there are 4 costs I need you to know about because most agents won't bring them up until you're already under contract. Before you move to North Palm Beach County, there are 4 costs I need you to know about because most agents won't bring them up until you're already under contract. And by then, it's often too late to change your decision. I'm going to walk through every single one today, what it is, what it actually costs, and what to watch for. Let's get into it. Number 1, homeowners insurance. I cannot overstate how often this catches out-of-state buyers off guard. If you're coming from the Midwest or the Northeast, you might be paying $1,200 to $1,800 a year for homeowners insurance. In Florida, specifically in coastal Palm Beach County, you can easily be looking at $4,000, $8,000, $12,000 or more per year. On older homes or homes within a certain distance of the coast, it can even go higher. The Florida insurance market has gone through significant turbulence over the past few years. Several major carriers have pulled out of the state entirely. That means fewer options, higher prices, and sometimes Citizens Insurance, the state-backed insurer, of the last resort as your only option. Here's my rule. Before you fall in love with a property, before you make an offer, get an insurance quote. I connect all of my clients with a local insurance broker before we write any offers, because a home that looks affordable at $650,000 can become a very different financial proposition if the insurance is $900 a month. Number 2, and this is related but different, flood insurance. Homeowners insurance does not cover flooding. That's a separate policy. And in South Florida, your one needs to understand before you buy. FEMA designates flood zones across the country, properties in high-risk zones, what FEMA calls special flood hazard areas, are required by most lenders to cover flood insurance if you have a mortgage. And flood insurance is not cheap. It can run anywhere from $1,500 to $5,000 or more per year, depending on the property's elevation, age, and location. Here's the thing, flood zone status isn't always obvious from a listing. I pull FEMA flood map data on every single property before my client gets emotionally attached to it, because a beautiful home can be a high-risk zone, and that changes the math significantly, not just on insurance, but your ability to finance and on future resale. The good news, there are excellent properties in lower risk zones throughout Jupiter, Palm Beach Gardens, and the surrounding areas. You just need to know what to look for, and that's where working with someone who does this every day matters the most. Number 3, HOA and CDD fees. This one surprises buyers more than anything else. HOA fees, homeowners association fees, exist in many communities throughout North Palm Beach County. They can range from $200 a month in basic neighborhood dues to $1,000 or more a month in luxury gated communities. They typically cover things like common area maintenance, community amenities, security. For a lot of buyers, these are worth it, but you need to know that you have to factor them into your monthly budget, not just into your mortgage. CDD fees, Community Development District fees, are different and less well understood. CDD is essentially a specific taxing district created when a master plan community is built. The developer uses it to finance the infrastructure, roads, utilities, amenities, and you, as the homeowner, repay that over time through your property tax bill. Here's what catches people. CDD fees are not listed prominently on the home price or even on the MLS listing. A home listed at $620,000 with $450 a month CDD fee is actually costing you the equivalent of $680,000 to purchase when you account for that over time. I walk every client through this math before we make any offers on a CDD property. Number 4, property taxes, and specifically the Florida homestead exemption and something called portability. That can work significantly in your favor once you've established here. Florida's property tax rate is actually relatively reasonable compared to states like Illinois, New Jersey. But for the first year after you purchase a home, before you've established homestead exemption, you may be paying taxes based on the full assessed value. After your first year, Florida's Save Our Homes cap limits how much your assessed value can increase each year. That's a real long-term financial benefit. The homestead exemption reduces your assessed value by $50,000 for tax purposes, which typically saves homeowners between $700 and $1,500 a year, depending on their county tax rate. You have to apply for it. It doesn't happen automatically. And if you're selling a Florida home to buy another home, Portability lets you transfer that accumulated cap benefit to your new home. That's something a lot of buyers don't know about, and it can be substantial. So let's recap. The 4 costs I need you to know before you buy in North Palm Beach County. Homeowners insurance, get quotes before you make an offer. Flood insurance, pull the FEMA flood map before every property. HOA and CDD fees, do the full monthly cost math, not just the mortgage. And property taxes, understand homestead exemption and portability, so you're not leaving money on the table. None of these are reasons not to move here. This is one of the most beautiful places to live in the country, and the lifestyle is genuinely worth it. But going informed means no surprises, and no surprises means a smooth closing and a home you love without financial stress. I put all of this and more in my free North Palm Beach relocation guide. Comment move below and I'll send it to you instantly. And book a free 20-minute call with me. If you want to talk through the specific situation, I'm here for you. The link is in my bio. See you in the next video.